Welcome back to Rider Real Time. Next up, we have Thomas with the latest edition of the Sports Corner.
Hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Sports Corner. I'm Tom Albano, and I hope you're having a happy holiday. Our top story today, the Rider men's and women's swimming and diving teams are making splashes in the pool. They recently just competed at the Big Gal Invitational, and now I bring in our guest today, Ariana Palmer. Ariana, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you, Tom?
Very good. So talk to us a little bit about how the Invitational went.
So this past weekend we competed at Princeton University, and I would say as a team we did very, very well. We had a lot of people do personal best times, or if not their personal best, right on top of it. So it places us in a really good position for Max this February.
Yeah, Max are rolling right around the corner. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys holding up about all that?
Everyone's like really excited with the semester ending and us getting ready for our winter training. Everyone's just super excited, and they know that it's going to be coming around really fast, so everyone's getting prepared for it.
And you guys have had a lot of tough, really tough competition, but it seems like you guys do that every year. Is there any explanation as to why? Because it seems to produce results when it comes to Max.
So we mainly like to compete not in our conference because we get to see our conference at the conference meet. So it's more fun to swim against teams that we don't normally get to see throughout the year. So we swim against teams like UMBC and Lehigh, people that we don't normally get a chance to swim against. And it's a lot of fun because they have a totally different type of talent than we do. And swimming against them gives our men's and women's team confidence, and we definitely show results at those type of meets as well.
All right, now let's get into a little bit about you personally with the team. Just why did you choose to come here? You are a junior, correct?
Yes. So 2 years ago when I was looking at schools, I mainly wanted to stay close to home. This is very close for me, about 30 minutes away. And when I first got here, I definitely felt a closeness and a vibe that I felt on my club team back at home. So then I met the team and I met the coaches, and it was definitely like a good fit for me because the coaches were very about the swimmers and how they can work with the swimmer to make you fit and work cohesively with the team, which is what I really like. They're very individualistic, and it's about you and it's about how you can benefit the team.
And what's it like working with Coach Fletcher? I hear he's a really cool guy.
It's super fun. It's super fun. He's very laid back, and he knows when to be serious, but he definitely knows when to have fun. And it's nice when he can make anyone smile when they're like feeling down. Like he does goofy dances. He tells corny jokes. It's awesome. He's a great guy. So
let's talk about some of your teammates. Just tell us a little bit about what it's like being on that team, both with the women and interacting with the men's team.
So that's like one thing I definitely like, that we have a men's and women's team that's combined, because we get to train with the men and the women. So, for example, I might swim in lane 6, but I have some of the men's team swimming in lane 5 right next to me, doing the same type of training, same type of sets. So, which is very different from a lot of other teams where their men and women practice separately. But I think that it brings us together and makes us one big team rather than a separate team. And I definitely like training with the guys because they're a totally different competition than the girls. Like, they are so into it and so loud and just very energetic.
And the guys right now are having an undefeated season.
Yeah, they're doing very well.
And the women's team is also doing fairly well in terms of how you guys finish and everything.
Yes. So even though the results may not look like we're successful, we actually, in fact, are. Like the times that people are putting up and how people are feeling after they swim is we're at a level that we weren't at, like I would say, last year.
All right, Ariana, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so now let's take a look at the other Rider teams and how they're progressing.
The men's basketball team is currently having a season to forget. The team has only won 2 out of their first 10 games and is starting conference playoff at 0-2 following losses to St. Peter's and Fairfield. Recently, the team suffered a loss to Wagner following a last-second dunk that made that night's ESPN Top 10 plays, but managed to defeat Charleston Southern. The team will look to go on a winning streak with a December 19th game against number 15 Providence, which can be seen on the Fox Sports Network. The women's basketball team is not faring much better. While their record is a less disastrous 2-5, they also start MAC play 0-2 after losses to Iona and Canisius. The program, however, has gained a lot of positive local media attention after signing 11-year-old Savannah Galasso on December 9th. The signing of Galasso, who has been battling kidney failure, was made possible through Team Impact, a nonprofit that helps improve the quality of life in children battling life-threatening diseases. The track and field teams recently kicked off the indoor season at the Princeton New Year's Invitational. On the men's side, sophomore Tyree Adams won the long jump and junior Jonathan Jackson won the mile. The top performers from the women included sophomore Caroline Sandvig, who placed second in the weight throw, and sophomore Cleopatra Morrison finishing second in the 60-meter dash. The next meet is the Rutgers Invitational on January 8th and 9th. Finally, the wrestling team has been off to a fairly successful season, picking up victories over Utah Valley and Kent State, while finishing second out of 12 schools at the 21st Keystone Classic. The team recently split a day at home, falling to number 6 Lehigh before picking up a win over Northwestern. On December 19th, the team will host Penn State, one of the top teams in the nation year after year. This showdown can be seen on the Comcast network.
All right, and that'll do it for this edition of the Sports Corner. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever you celebrate. Happy holidays. And that'll do it. Back to you, Ashley.
We'll be right back after this brief message.